solid transmission shaft in 3.5 inches in diameter, it is discarded to replace it with a hollow shaft of the same material and same torsional strength, but its weight should only be half as much as the solid shaft. Find the outside and inside diameter of the hollow shaft in millimeters. So, dalawang hinahanap sa atin, the outside and the inside diameter. So, ang binigay lang sa atin ay ang diameter ng solid shaft, which is 3.5 inches. First, since millimeters ang hinahanap natin, so yung given natin, simulan natin by converting it into millimeters as well. So, sa 3.5, para maging millimeters, multiply natin ng 25.4. So, ito yung magiging 88.9 millimeters. So, meron tayong diameter ng solid shaft. At yun lang ang given. So, first, since dalawang hinahanap sa atin, the outside and inside diameter, kailangan din natin ng dalawang equation. So, una, sabi sa problem, the solid shaft and the hollow shaft have the same torsional strength. So, torsional strength or our shear stress. So, equal daw ang para sa solid dun sa shear stress ng hollow. So, equate natin ang formula ng shear stress ng solid and hollow. So, for the solid shaft, it is equivalent to 16T over 5 times our diameter of the solid shaft cube. And for the hollow shaft, so walang sinabi, so gagamitin natin dito ay yung maximum, which is the shear stress at the outside, which is 16T times the outside diameter over 5 times dO to the fourth minus DI to the fourth. Of course, cancel ang ating pi, same torsional strength, so cancel din ang term. Of course, cancel ang 16. And then, i-cross multiply natin. So, magkakaroon tayo dito ng relationship na dO to the fourth minus DI to the fourth. It's equivalent to dO times the cube of the solid diameter, which is 88.9 millimeter, and then raised to 3 natin ito. So, yan ang ating unang equation. So, it is our first equation, which includes the outside and the inside diameter. So, ano pa ang ating pangalawang pagkukunan? So, sabi sa problem, kung may same torsional strength, pero yung weight daw nila, the weight of the hollow shaft should only be half as much as the solid shaft. So, mas magaan daw yung ating hollow shaft by 50%. So, that's our second relationship. So, weight of the hollow shaft is equal to 1/2 as that of the solid shaft. So, paano ba natin kinuha normally ang weight? So, kailangan natin ng specific weight. So, this is the specific weight multiplied by the volume, of course. And this is for the hollow shaft. So, ganun din para sa solid. And of course, sabi sa problem, they have the same material, meaning they have the same specific weight. So, pwede natin masabi na equal ang kanilang mga volume. So, ano ba ang volume? So, ang ating shaft, para they are in the form of a cylinder. So, for the cylinder, which is a prism, so ang general formula ay area times length. So, for the hollow shaft, ano ba ang area ng hollow shaft? This is pi over 4 times dO squared minus DI squared multiplied by the length. So, dito, kung natin na nga pala yung 1/2. So, dito naman ay 1/2 times area ng solid, that will be pi over 4 times diameter ng solid shaft, which is 88.9, and then squared times the length. So, pwede natin cancel ang pi over 4, and of course, the so, matitira sa atin dito ay dO squared minus DI squared. is equal to 1/2 times 88.9 squared. So, meron tayong second equation. So, pwede tayo gamit ng elimination method, pero mas madali kapag gagamit tayo ng substitution method. So, gawin natin, i-express natin yung isang variable na nawawala in terms of the another variable. So, let's say, express natin ang inside diameter in terms of the outside diameter. So, dito, kung ititira ko dito ang ating inside diameter, so matitira ang DO to the 4th minus, so iuuna ko yung 88.9 cube multiplied by DO. Kaso dito, ang ating inside diameter ay naka-raise sa 4. Para matira ang inside diameter, so ito ay magiging 4th root. So, yan ang ating equation ng inside diameter. At ipalit natin tong equation na to dito sa ating inside diameter. So, using the substitution method. So, pag pinunta natin ang inside diameter, magiging isa na lang ang variable natin, outside diameter. So, using our equation number 2, this will be DO squared minus, palitan natin ang inside diameter ng 4th root of DO to the 4th minus 88.9 cube times outside diameter, and then naka-squared is equal to 1/2 times 88.9 squared. So we only have one variable. What is our outside diameter in millimeters? Outside diameter is equivalent to 107.31 millimeters. So that is our first unknown. So ngayon naman, paano hahanapin ang inside diameter? So balik tayo sa na-generate natin ang formula ng inside diameter. So yung ating na-solve na outside diameter, ipalit natin dito para makuha naman ang inside diameter. So our inside diameter equivalent to 4th root of this is 107.31 raised to 4 minus 88.9 cube multiplied by 107.31. What is our inside diameter in millimeters? It is equivalent to 86.97 millimeters. So there we have it. Nakuha natin ang ating outside and inside using algebraic methods. Since dalawang kailangan ko ng dalawang equation. So binasa lang natin mabuti yung ating mga question. Next problem, a 76 millimeter solid shaft is to be replaced with a hollow shaft of equal torsional strength. The outside diameter of a hollow shaft is 100 millimeters. Find the inside diameter of a hollow shaft and the percentage of the weight saved. So may given tayo na diameter ng solid shaft which is 76 millimeters and outside diameter which is 100 millimeters. Dalawang nawawala, inside diameter and the percentage of the weight saved. So ano ang mga binigay pang condition sa atin? The solid and the hollow shaft have equal torsional strength. So again, from our previous problem, ganun din ang ating situation sa problem na ito. So ang torsional strength daw ng ating solid ay equal sa torsional strength ng ating hollow. So kung ganito ating equation, pwede natin magamit yung na-derive natin kanina. So for equal torsional strength, ang ating na-derive ay ito. So dito, kung i-cross multiply ko itong equation na to, magiging ang equation ay dO to the fourth minus di to the fourth is equal to the diameter of the solid shaft raised to 3 times outside diameter. Okay, so using our given, our outside diameter is 100 millimeters. And that will be raised to 4 minus inside diameter raised to 4 is equal to the solid diameter which is 76 millimeters raised to 3 times outside diameter of 100. What is our inside diameter in millimeters? This is equivalent to 86.55 millimeter. And then, for our second question here, nahanap ang savings in weight. So of course, ang sabi natin, confidently, na since hollow yung gitna ng hollow shaft, mas magaan ito kaysa sa solid. So ang ating percentage savings will be its difference, which is the weight of the solid minus weight of the hollow over weight of the solid. Or pwede rin 1 minus weight of hollow over weight of solid. Then i-derive natin ang pwede natin maging equation dito. So this will be 1 minus. So from our previous problem again, ang weight ay pwedeng specific weight times volume. So this will be specific weight times ang volume ay area times length. So ito ay para sa hollow. Ito naman ay ganun din, specific weight, area ng solid times length. So same material, pwede natin makancel ang gamma. And wala nabanggit sa length, so pwede natin assume na they have the same length. So ang ating magiging relationship dito ay 1 minus area of hollow over area ng solid. So for percentage savings, should be equivalent to 1 minus ang area ng hollow ay area ng circle, that will be pi over 4 times outside diameter squared minus inside diameter squared over area ng solid, that will be pi over 4 solid diameter squared. So dito pwede ko pa masimplify, pwede ko na rin tanggalin ang pi over 4. Pi multiply ng 100 para maging percent. What is our percentage savings in weight? It is equivalent to 56.55%. So that is the amount of savings in terms of weight. That is our conclusion for our shafting discussion. So let's proceed with our next topic. Our Machinery's Handbook. So using the shaft designed by Machinery's Handbook, that will be equivalent to diameter is equal to 0.29 times 4th root or torque. And another formula, that's diameter is equal to 4.6 times 4th root of power over n. So gagamitin ito kapag meron tayong condition na ang allowable twist ay 0.08 degrees per feet. So another set of empirical formula from shaft designed by Machinery's Handbook. So i-consider natin ang ating mga bending action. For example, for the length of our shaft with no bending action except its own weight, it is equivalent to 8.95 multiplied by cube root of d squared. While kapag naman subject to bending action, so our length is equivalent to 5.2 multiplied by cube root of d squared. So take note, kapag empirical formula, meron dapat tayong particular unit. So dito, ang length naman natin ng ating shaft ay feet. Ating diameter still inches. So itong mga dalawang set of formula, pwede natin gamitin based from the shaft designed by Machinery's Handbook. So ito gagamitin kapag may allowable piece of 0.08 degree per feet of length. Ito naman kapag i-consider natin ang mga bending action natin. So yung una, no bending action except its own weight. Yung pangalawa naman, subject to bending action. Let's try this problem. A 20 feet line shaft has no bending action except its own weight. What power in horsepower can the shaft deliver at a shaft speed of 360 RPM? Consider that the torsional deflection will not exceed 0.08 feet per length. So, meron tayong binigay na ito. So, ito ang ating condition. Hindi ito mag-exceed ng 0.08 degree per feet of length. So, pwede natin gamitin yung mga formula from the previous two slide. And sinabi na rin dito na no bending action except its own weight. So in that case, pwede natin gamitin ang length is equal to 8.95 times cube root of d squared. And since power ang nawawala, gamitin natin yung may formula ng power, that's d, is equivalent to 4.6 times 4th root of p over m, where p here is in horsepower. So start muna tayo sa ating formula for shafting with no bending action except its own weight. Ito. So ang length dapat ito, or L, dapat naka-feet. So this is 20. It's equal to 8.95 multiplied by cube root of d squared. So anong diameter natin in inches? It is equivalent to 3.34 inch. At itong diameter na to, pwede natin gamitin dito sa pag-solve ng power. So our diameter again is 3.34 inches. Is equivalent to 4.6 multiplied by 4th root of our power in horsepower divided by our speed in RPM, which is 360. What is our power? It is equivalent to 100.06 horsepower. For the next one, a 20 feet line shaft has bending action except its own weight. So meron tayong bending action. What power in horsepower can the shaft deliver at a speed of 360 RPM? consider that the torsional deflection will not exceed 0.08 degree per feet of length. So again, yun na naman ang condition. And it has a bending action. So ang gagamitin natin ay yung isa pang formula, which is L equals 5.2 times cube root of D squared. And for the power, using the same formula from the previous slide, D is 4.6 multiplied by 4 root of P over N. So ang length natin ay 20 feet. So equal to 5.2 cube root of D squared. So what is our diameter? Ang ating diameter ay 7.54 inches. At pwede natin itong gamitin dito. So our diameter again is 7.54 is equal to 4.6 multiplied by 4th root of power over speed in RPM, which is 360. What is our power delivered? It is equivalent to 2,598.7 horsepower.